This will soon be out of his shoe, hopefully this week.
Man, I'm ready whenever you are. My insides aren't ready. I'm gonna have to drink down, but fair and square. Greg Hardy sealed my fate. It is what it is.
I'll wash the shoe for you.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
I will put it in the washer, make sure it's nice.
God damn. As soon as that shit happened, dude, my whole mood changed for the rest of the night. I was just pissed off.
Were you?
I was just like, because, well, I don't know. Are we going to get into that fight? Are we talking about that fight now or what?
Well, let's get into the main card.
Okay. So start wherever you want to start, and I'll explain the Greg Hardy.
Let's start off with Greg Hardy.
Okay, so first of all, the fight's starting off, and Ty's landing some good leg kicks, and they're really affecting Greg. I'm like, this isn't good. This isn't good. We're only 30 seconds in, though. Nothing really happening except the leg kicks. And then Greg says, F it. I'm stepping into this kid. Bang, right hand. And I got chills. I was like, oh, we're good, bro. Brady's about to drink up. Nice. Brady's not going to be thirsty. I got something for him. Warming my boots for him right now. Then he gets off balance, and Ty hits him with a left hook. Good night. It's like, I got vibes of the Ngannou-Stipe rematch. Like, Stipe hit him. He had his moment. He thought he could go finish it, and he walked onto a big shot because he got desperate. And that's the same thing Greg Hardy did. He got desperate because he hurt him, and he walked onto the KO shot. Just like, fuck, man.
Yeah, I'll have to. Maybe we'll go to your dad's this weekend and train a little bit, or if you want, and you can see the big belly that I've grown.
I'm ready. Sooner than later, I just want to get the shoey done and put it in the past. I want it behind me. I don't want to think about it anymore. It's weighing on my mind.
All right, Saturday night, you're around?
Sounds good.
All right. All right, we'll get into Carlos Condit versus Max Griffin on the prelims.
Yeah, I wasn't impressed with either of them, to be honest with you.
Max Griffin's kind of, I don't know, he was too cocky, in my opinion, for who he is. But he did the thing. He won round 1 and 3. I thought he was going to – I thought he might have stopped Condit in the first, honestly.
Those leg kicks were looking good for him. I don't know why he kind of got away from it, though. Like, he just kind of stopped doing it after the first round.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't really impressed by the whole fight. I thought it would have been better. I thought Carlos would win, but it is what it is.
It is what it is. I mean, so what does Carlos do now? He's won 2 of his last 3. He's won 2 of his last 3, but he's beaten, like, really, like, gatekeepers themselves. So I don't know what you do with him.
I'd like him versus Mike Perry.
Yeah, I'm good with that. That's kind of a crossroads fight. Is Mike still relevant? Is Condit done? Yeah, that's interesting. That's a good fight.
Or I like Carlos versus Tim Means too.
That's another. Yeah, I think I would take Tim Means in that. But that's a good fight.
Good fight. All right, on the opening of the card, we had Sean O'Malley versus a punching bag. Holy shit!
Okay, hold on. Tell me this isn't the same haircut that Moutinho had.
Oh God! Did you think he was going to like take that many shots?
I didn't think anybody was going to take that many shots. I think O'Malley landed over 200 significant strikes on him or something crazy like that.
And O'Malley hits hard, so how good is this guy's chin?
Does he? Does he hit hard, dude? If you land that many clean shots on a guy, shouldn't he be asleep at some point? I don't think O'Malley hits hard at all. Yeah,
it's iffy. I was thinking that too. I don't know. O'Malley, I actually wasn't impressed with him at all. I mean,
the thing is, okay, you gotta grade it on a curve. He's fighting a guy who's 9-4. Took the fight on 2 weeks' notice. He's from the regional scene. He's been knocked out before. It's like he's fighting. Let's be real. Like, the guy's tough. He's fun to watch. I'll watch Moutinho again, but he's horrible. He's a horrible fighter. He's terrible. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, he's bad.
So O'Malley looked good, but he was fighting this. So yeah, O'Malley looked good, but he was fighting this. That's what I'm saying.
And O'Malley hasn't fought any. He's only looked good against over the hill people. Like Thomas Almeida was over the hill, 4th loss on. That was his 4th loss in a row. He's not the same fighter. Eddie Wineland was not the same fighter he used to be. Like, you know what I mean? Give him someone decent.
And he calls out Rob Font, Peter Yan, Cody Garbrandt, and maybe somebody else.
Yeah, and I think they're going to make Frankie Edgar next, honestly.
But, like, my thing is he's calling out guys in the top 5. Who are you, bro? You're not even in the top 15. Who are you?
Yeah, it's horrible.
So what, you think they make the Frankie fight next?
Mm-hmm. I think it's a fight to make for him.
And then, because Cody was thinking with taking the fight, you think Cody goes down to 125 then?
Cody's definitely at 125.
Yeah, that makes sense. But Chris Coutinho, I think they robbed him. I think he should have been able to finish the fight. I know he was taking a lot of damage, but he was taking a lot of damage for 14 minutes and 32 seconds. So, like, why is it okay for that time to eclipse? But then 28 seconds, he can't take a few more shots. I just think it's wrong.
Because they wanted to make it look better on Molly's record.
Very well could be. But I don't agree with the stoppage. What do you think of the stoppage?
Oh, I thought it was horrible.
Yeah. He was taking damage, but he was never, like, hurt. Does that make sense?
Exactly. I agree.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on. What do we want to talk about next?
So the next fight was Yana getting knocked out by Irene Aldana. I didn't pay attention to this fight. So, I don't know.
Aldana's boxing looked good. I'll say that. She missed weight. She came at 139.5. So people say she missed by 3.5 pounds. She missed by 4.5 pounds. Let's be honest, it's a 135-pound division. Dude, you can't be missing weight by 5 pounds. You can't be.
It's horrible. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you do with her.
I think she's gonna get one more fight at the weight division. If she misses, she's gonna get forced at the featherweight. But we can't have it. I don't know what they do. A top 5 opponent, maybe Aspen Ladd. I don't know.
Norma Dumont at featherweight, maybe.
No, I want to see her stay at 135. Maybe Jermaine Durandamy.
It's a good fight, yeah.
Yeah. That's all.
So we touched on Greg Hardy fight. You don't want to talk about that anymore. It's hurting your feelings. The co-main event, we had, I'm having a brain fart, Gilbert Burns versus Stephen Thompson. He just kind of controlled him the whole fight, which is hard to do. Congrats to Gilbert Burns.
It was a big letdown, to be honest. Wonderboy was very shy. He wasn't throwing enough to win the fight. And Gilbert Burns just wanted to control on top and not do much damage. So it was just like a very uneventful fight. Gilbert Burns was the rightful winner. I honestly thought he won all 3 rounds, but I expected more from both of them.
Except the face punching on the ground.
Yeah, the end of the second round was pretty wild when they just were trading shots.
Yeah.
And then the third round, it ended with him punching Wonderboy in the back of the head like 6 times. What's up with that?
Am I the only one who's still not impressed with Gilbert Burns?
You're not impressed with him?
No.
So if you're not impressed with him, then what about Wonderboy? What do you think about Wonderboy then?
I don't know. I don't know. It's weird.
He's definitely not going to get a title shot off of that, though.
No, absolutely not. I don't know.
What do they do with him?
I have no idea.
Maybe Leon, maybe Masvidal. Maybe, that's the only 2 guys that make sense to me.
Yeah, no, Leon deserves a title shot, really.
I can't see him getting after almost getting knocked out by Nate Diaz, who's not ranked.
Maybe Nate Diaz could fight Gilbert.
That maybe, yeah. I can't see Nate taking that, but yeah.
It is what it is. All right, before we get into the main event, I just want to say, if people have, this is a hot take, in case you're living under a rock, this is my feeling. Dustin and Connor, I don't even think hate each other. I think that it was all a show. That's just my opinion. To get viewerships, I truly believe that the press conference was fake. Just the way they turned to bad to good. There's got to be Dana White in the ear going, "Hey man, let's make some extra money. You guys do this business." I don't think people are realizing that. I think it's all for show. I truly believe it's all fake.
Maybe. I don't know. I feel like we start talking about murdering people, you start talking about dudes' wives and shit. And it's tough, man. That's tough. Because you got to remember, Dustin's family is are they in on the bit? Do we do it? Does his family at home know it's a joke? I don't. You could be right. I don't think so. I don't think so. But you could be right.
I don't know. I just feel like maybe Connor took it too far, but it was supposed. You know what I mean? They're like, you gotta be the old self. Let's get the viewerships back. The last pay-per-view could have done better. I don't know. I just think it was. I think it's more of a show than it was.
Okay, so in case you're living on a rock, Connor gets stopped, doctor stoppage, end of the first round via broken ankle. But before the stoppage, what did you think? How did you think Connor looked?
I don't think he looked as bad as people are making him out to be.
Oh.
People are making it a 10-8 is ridiculous.
Definitely. No way that was a 10-8.
I think they're not giving him his credit. I think he tried some different things in the fight, like a guillotine, stuff that he's not normally doing to switch up his game plan. I don't think he had the right game plan going into that fight. But he was just trying different things for the first round, and he broke his leg. Period.
Here's the thing. On the feet, who was doing the better work, Conor or Dustin?
Dustin.
Really?
Well, I don't know.
Okay, I thought Conor was outlanding him, and they both rocked each other. So I thought Conor was doing the better work. But, okay, you say Dustin. I think Conor was. And then Conor goes for a guillotine. So that was a horrible decision. Once I saw that, I was like, okay, this is going to get dicey. Like, Conor, you shouldn't be shooting guillotine, especially not in the first round. And Dustin gets out of it, and he starts ground and pounding. But then Conor starts doing some heavy ground and pound himself on the bottom with the elbows and the up kicks and whatnot. And people are saying, like, it's dirty, like, that he grabbed onto the dude's hand. What do you expect, man? He's trying to pull him down and kick him. I don't think that's dirty. It's part of sport.
End of the day, guess what? Don't be a bitch. You're in a fight. You're in a fight to hurt someone.
Yeah, like, let's settle down, man. If him pulling on the guy's glove is the worst thing he does in a fist fight, I think he's doing okay.
Especially that Dustin Poirier had his toes in the fence to get out of the guillotine.
Exactly. So that happens. Dustin gets out of guillotine. They land ground and pound. Dustin gets the better of it, and Dustin starts doing some good damage at the end of the round. But Conor gets back to his feet, and in my opinion, Conor's winning the fight on the feet. So he's back to his feet where he was winning the fight, and he misses a left hand. He takes an awkward step back, and the flukiest thing happens. He breaks his ankle. There's no way in my mind you can tell me that's a conclusive end to a trilogy. Did Dustin win the first round in this fight? Yeah, he did. Does that mean he was going to win the next 4? No. Does everyone just forget about the Chad Mendes fight where he got wrestle fucked for like 2 rounds, came back, knocked the dude out? Like, are we just pretending like that didn't happen?
Or Nate Diaz, he came back.
Yeah, people are jumping the gun. That is not the end of a trilogy. It can't be.
And people say like Conor doesn't have like 5 rounds in him. I think he does. I just think it's a mythical thing. Like he went 5 rounds with Nate Diaz. Like, Nate Diaz is one of the best cardio in the world. You know what I mean? Like, let's be real.
Yeah. Now, should this be, in your opinion, should this be a win? Should injuries result in the other guy getting a win?
Depends on the injury and depends how long the fight goes.
Okay, so should Anderson Silva have a loss to Chris Weidman? Should Chris Weidman have a loss to Uriah Hall? And should Conor have a loss to Poirier in this trilogy?
I think if it goes after the first round. If it's in the first round, it shouldn't count.
So this should be a no contest then?
It should be a no contest.
I tend to agree. It's like anyone that's saying Dustin checked his kick and that's why his leg broke, show me evidence. Show me evidence. How do you know? You checked the kick. Okay, how do you know it broke his leg? You don't know that. No one knows. They're just pulling that out of their ass.
People are going to call us McGregor lovers, by the way.
I would be saying the same thing if this happened to Dustin.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's like, you know what? There's also points where people say that Conor was acting like a child, saying shit, but Dustin was starting to say shit too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So like, he wasn't like, I don't know. You don't say you weren't antagonizing the bear. You know what I mean? You're mocking him too and stuff. So
he questioned the man's integrity. Said that he wasn't going to pay the money he was going to give to his charity. They said he would, and that's what started the whole thing. So it's, I mean. Did Conor go way too far? 100%. When you start talking about murder, you start talking about dudes' wives and saying all this shit, 100% out of line. Conor, dude, I mean, it's karma. Your ankle's broken for a reason, dude. You can't be saying these things. We got to look back at, like, look at what happened to David Haye. He said he was going to murder Tony Bellew. He snapped his Achilles tendon. Look what happened to Tyson Fury, or Deontay Wilder. Said he was going to murder Tyson Fury. Gets knocked out, broke his eardrum. Like, you can't say these things, man. In combat sports, if you kill somebody, it can happen. It's a fight. You can kill somebody. You can't be putting it out there in the world that you want to kill somebody.
Yeah, I think this fight happens again for the title. But you know what doesn't happen for the title? I honestly believe by the time it's going to work out perfect because, in my opinion, Charles Oliveira beats Dustin Poirier. That's just my opinion. And then you're going to get the trilogy with Dustin and Conor. But you know what? This is the best scenario for Conor McGregor for another payday.
Yeah, because it ended with him in an injury, not getting knocked out or getting submitted.
Yeah, a controversy. So either way, he's a pay-per-view again.
100%. Yeah, it might even be bigger than this one. But if if Dustin beats Charles, which I think he will, they can't. Just hold on. We're not even going to talk about that on this episode. We're not going down the rabbit hole. But if Dustin beats Charles, they can't give Conor a title shot. They can't. That's crazy.
They will.
Dude, that's messed. If they do that, that's dicey, man. That's like worse than this interim heavyweight title they have right now.
The best scenario is you're going to get Tony Ferguson versus Conor McGregor. Somebody gets back on the wagon.
Maybe RDA. They might even throw him RDA, to be honest, with the controversy going on between them this week, too.
Do you think that he beats RDA, though?
No.
So.
No. I mean, I think he beats Tony, but that's a big if, too. Conor doesn't look like himself, but he doesn't look as shot as Tony, though. So that's a winnable fight.
Okay. So, I don't want Justin Gaethje for Conor either.
No, I don't want Jake Paul either.
No. Why?
No. Dude, you see what this guy's doing with his chains and all the shit he's talking?
Oh, but do you think Jake Paul would lose to Conor?
Yeah, of course. Conor would knock him out, but I don't want to see that.
Okay. You might see Conor. You know what? Throw me a last thing before we touch on the subject, get to the card. I wouldn't mind seeing Conor retire and go to WWE.
All right, we're not even touching on that. I'm not talking about Conor retirement. Stop. Okay, what are we? Are we talking about this week's UFC now or what?
Yeah, there's not much going on, but let's get into it. We'll start off with little figure, or is it big Figuerito, or fighting the London Malcolm Gordon?
Is he on the prelims?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I'm not seeing him at all. Oh yeah, Francisco Figuerito taking on Malcolm Gordon. Oh shit, London zone. I got
Malcolm Gordon fell on hard times though.
Yeah, what's he lost, like 2 or 3 in a row?
He got knocked out and then he got submitted.
So if he loses this, he's gonna get cut from the UFC for sure.
Yeah, and he's definitely losing to Little Fig. Is it Big Fig or Little?
I think it's Little Fig.
Okay.
Well, I'm backing Malcolm. He used to train with my brother back in the day at Adrenaline. So I'm backing Malcolm all day.
All right. Should try and get him on the show after.
We should. Win or lose, yeah, we'll try. Daniel Rodriguez's fight, didn't he just fight Mike Perry not too long ago?
Yeah, he fought Mike Perry not too long ago. Yeah, he beat him.
He's fighting in the main event of the prelims, Preston Parsons, who Google doesn't have a picture of. I'm not familiar.
I have no idea.
D-Lo by KO. Okay. Main event, Gabriel Benitez versus Billy Quarantillo. Do you have anything to say to that?
Billy Quarantillo is a waste of time. Next.
Rodolfo Vieira versus Dustin Stoltzfus.
Okay, keep going.
Jeremy Stevens versus Mateus Gamrot.
Mateus will win this fight.
I don't care. Jeremy Stevens is like, dude, what do you lost, like 7 in a row or something? Like
something like that.
Marion Renault versus Miesha Tate. I'm excited for this.
Man, Miesha Tate did not look good prior to her retirement. She lost to Raquel Pennington and Nunes. Nunes isn't bad, but she should have beaten Pennington, which shows that she was shot. She looks in good shape, but I don't think she comes back. That being said, Marion Reneau hasn't won a fight since 2018, and she's lost 4 in a row, but she still hasn't been stopped, so she's a tough girl. I think you're going to get a grinding decision by Marion Reneau. Winning decision.
So I stand correct. I don't know why I said that Miesha lost to Holm. That's who she won her belt off of. Never mind. But no, dude, there's no way. They're feeding her Marion Reneau for a reason. Marion Reneau's over 40 years old now. She's 9-7. She hasn't won a fight in years. Neither has Tate, but Tate hasn't fought in years. I think Miesha Tate is gonna submit her in the first round.
I got Marion Reneau by unanimous decision.
Okay. Main event. I'm not watching this, dude. I'm not watching this main event. Islam Makhachev versus
I'm
Thiago
only watching Miesha Tate.
That's it. That's the only fight I'm watching on this card.
Yeah.
So Islam's gonna grapple him until he decides to submit him. That's it.
I don't even think he submits him. I think, you know what? He's tougher than what's his name?
Moisés?
Yeah, Moisés. I think he's tougher than you think.
He's good. Moisés is good. He beat Michael Johnson. He beat somebody else. He's on a couple fight win streak, but
he's still like 3 in his last 2. He's not someone who Islam should be fighting at this point in career. It's kind of shitty. Like, Islam should win him. I got a unanimous decision for Islam.
Like, could the Conor hangover be any worse? Like, when they give us Islam versus Thiago Moisés as the main event of the next card? Like, what are we doing? I'm not down with that. I'm not watching that.
I don't even. Do you think Islam's a future champion?
No.
Not with Charles Oliveira in the division.
Not with Charles in the division, no.
Charles would, I think, be bad off his back for him.
And honestly, I think RDA is a tough fight for him, too.
Really?
He's a great grappler. He's got good hands.
I don't know. I think Charles Oliveira is the man. Like, I think he beats Khabib, too, so.
Okay, well, you got to settle down, bro. He hasn't beaten an elite lightweight other than Michael Chandler.
But Khabib's also only fought strikers.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Like, put him against a guy who's actually going to fight off his back more. Like, you're in a different kind of ballgame.
Fair play. Okay, then on Friday night, we have Bellator card headlined by Juliana Velasquez taking on Denise Kielholtz-Duke. I'm not excited for this card either. Huh?
Velasquez should win.
Yeah, she should. She's a beast. Matt Mitrione's in the co-main event against Tyree Fortune.
Yeah, Tyree Fortune was supposed to be the up-and-coming heavyweight. Got knocked out a couple times. But Matt Mitrione's on like a 5-fight losing streak too. But yeah. Tyree Fortune should knock him out.
Yeah, the main event of the prelims, you got Ronnie Marks taking on Syed Salma. Syed Salma should win that fight. But
why are we talking about this card?
I don't know. Yeah, hard pass on that. I'm not watching any of that either. Then on Saturday night, boxing returns with a big one. We got Jermell Charlo, Little Charlo, taking on Brian Carlos Castaño for the undisputed junior welterweight title. I'm pumped for this fight, man.
The better Charlo.
The better Charlo, yes.
So I don't know. It should be a good fight.
Okay, if you're not familiar with Castaño, he just won his belt off of Patrick Teixeira, who was the WBO champion. Before that, he had a draw with Erislandy Lara. So this guy is a real dude. He's not some bum. I think he's Argentinian, and yeah, he's bringing the title to the table. He's not coming with nothing. This is for all 4 belts plus the Ring Magazine title. Definitely one of the best fights in boxing right now. And the winner, what do you think? The winner of this is in the pound for pound conversation or what?
Could be, but I do think Charlo gets upset and loses.
Taking Castaño.
Yeah, but it's unanimous.
It's really close. Like usually, boxing odds is like plus 7,000 or something. This is yeah. I think Charlo's like a plus 200, so it's a pretty close fight.
Yeah, I might put some money down. Which I didn't make. I made some good bets this weekend.
You lost Ryan Hall. Oh, we didn't talk about Ryan Hall, but you lost on Ryan Hall.
Yeah, $5, whatever. Amari, I lost, but I did make some good money on Dustin Poirier. I put $100 down, so.
Yeah, that's not bad. I lost a big on Conor, which sucked. But Ryan Hall, I want to touch on that real quick. Dude, I never want to see Ryan Hall fight again, man. Like, this dude's style is pathetic.
It's horrible. Let's grab the legs.
He just was trying to do Imanari rolls all over the place. Like, why? Dude? If you don't want to fight, then go back to grappling. This is fighting.
Yeah, horrible.
Pathetic. But yeah, I'll be watching the Charlo fight and the Miesha Tate opening event, and that's about it.
Not much going on this weekend. Please like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to get drunk with Brady. So.
And I'll be doing a Chewy at some point this week, and you guys have to come on YouTube to check that out.
I'll come watch we'll do a live stream with the fights. Or maybe I'll come watch Miesha Tate with you.
Sounds good to me.
All right. We're out.
We're out.